It all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. We've already got a seat at the round table, but this is the final match of such a phenomenal tournament. What an incredible time we've had. And this is the last match. The final seat is still collecting dust. And the final players have got their marks. xootynator against enri. I'm Sad Shiva. I'm so honored to be casting this with the extra, very epic rizzed up Chillier pair. What is up, dude?
It's actually a rematch of the upper bracket losers bracket finals. Actually, xootynator was knocked down to the losers bracket by mcy4.
This is a rematch of rematches. You know, the most valuable match for these guys in terms of getting into that LAN. This is the final game. This is it, really. You know, we've already had mcy4 claim the first seat, but this is the final match of the tournament, the final match of the qualifiers, and the match that will decide our second player who's going to the round table LAN in Los Angeles. Could not be more excited for this incredible matchup we've got coming up.
We've been waiting for this for a long time. This is multiple weeks in the making, regardless of who played through the winner's bracket and the lower bracket for the last chance here. This is what it comes down to. This is what these players have been competing for. You know, we had that upper bracket. We had mcy4 take that first spot, looking good throughout the entire tournament. And now both of these two players, mcy4 was the one to be taken out by mcy4 himself. xootynator taken out by mcy4. Now they come for the rematch. It was the difference of one map for these two to go to tiebreaker in the upper bracket, and we could see a complete shift here and potentially that tiebreaker appear one more time. xootynator played well in the last match, defeating enri in close fashion. mcy4 going to have to pull out all of the stops in order to knock xootynator out of this bracket. The last North American player available to this, mcy4, representing the Asia-Pacific region from Hong Kong. There's a lot riding on what both of these players are able to do right now.
One shall stand, one shall fall, Chillier. Zooty may have had an incredible close call against enri, but the big match is to come, and we've already got picks and bans to come through. The first ban coming through for this final match of the round table is double time 4 for Zooty. Really, really understandable considering the previous match that came through against enri. We saw some immense levels of struggle. And trading those bans for mcy4 is going to be Nomad 1 and DT1. Once again, very understandable bans. Nomad 1 is definitely going to be a notorious pick for xootynator, being obviously incredibly strong on that aim. But double time 1 may have been left open if we didn't see that phenomenal double time 1 performance in the previous match against enri. mcy4 just does not want to take that risk.
That's sad, man. mcy, that's out of pocket to ban DT1, man. All right. No fun allowed on this match right now. Understandable from both of these players. This is the do or die scenario. This is the last chance bracket for a reason. Only best of 11 as well. You don't even have the best of 13 that you had in finals and grand finals in the upper bracket. So you've got less picks to work with right now with the same number of maps. You've got to take every opportunity possible. xootynator is going to look for her last ban here. That DT4 was a smart ban. It's going to be the hidden 2 up next. Understandable. mcy4, a well-rounded, well-versed in multiple skill sets, looking to have a lot of open area on this map pool versus xootynator. Less of a specialized player than most others here. Gonna go for the Nomad 6 to start. It's gonna be Mad Piano Party for the first pick of the match. from mcy4 to start it off strong. What are our predictions here? Are we thinking this is like a breakpoint to breakpoint type match, or is this going to go swimmingly for both players to the finish here?
Looking at the previous results, it's safe to say that Zooty has a little bit of potential, but on paper, I think it's a very, very safe pick here for mcy4. I think this is a really, really solid first intro pick. Not necessarily a surefire pick that will secure himself the win, but knowing that xootynator struggled just a little bit on hitting those full overlapping streams, mcy4 may have had a practice diff and spotted out an early weakness. And despite this not being a very key map in his notable skill sets, yes, he may be an all-rounder, but, you know, mcy4 also very prominent in the tech and the hard rock. This is a solid first pick mcy4, more targeting a significant weakness for xootynator rather than a significant strength, which is a really solid opening pick. You don't want to burn those really strong picks at the start. You want to get those early round jitters through, and an already early break from xootynator is gonna be the catalyst for what could be a good early lead of mcy4 if he hits these next sections.
Oh, xootynator finding so many under aims at the beginning of this map. It's so difficult to maintain your cursor control and your sense of flow on a map that is this dense. And xootynator just not having a good time on this. Actually worse than the previous match. She actually looks pretty okay. And mcy4 is just so confident with this first pick here. There's absolutely nothing xootynator is going to be able to do straight from the beginning here on miscount alone. mcy4 will be breaking around halfway through, but that's the strong start that he was looking for. We've definitely gone back and forth on gimmick picks between these two players in their previous matches that we've seen. But any distance that either one can take early on in this match is going to be absolutely huge. xootynator having trouble straight from the beginning of this match. She's just under-aiming almost every single pattern in this match. You can tell on some of the higher spacing ones that she is just not quite moving fast enough through these picks here. Maybe trying to calm herself down, reel it in a little bit at the beginning of the match, and happens just a little too much sometimes, and this beginning pick is going to go very heavily in favor of mcy4 as he starts this match up strong. Already 400,000 plus score pulled up.
Such a solid first play here for mcy4, continuing to hold on to those late sections, continuing to hold on to these overlaps, and Zooty just simply cannot keep up. The accuracy and the miscount so prominent and so punishing, and mcy4 most likely going to finish the map with 500,000 score, hitting that final section, and with a phenomenal first play, mcy4 gets his first point on the board.
I would give mcy4 like the you almost FC'd medal there just because of score v2 alone. mcy4's mispositioning being just around halfway capped his score immediately the second that came through. So that's quite literally one pattern off of full comboing a Nomad 6 on a map pool that is this difficult, which is just beyond impressive to start it off. And I guess that answers our question of whether or not this is going to be a set of breakpoints or if this is going to go well for either player here at the beginning. mcy4 opening it up, leaving nothing held back at the start of this match here. xootynator going to respond in kind with DVP. We saw exactly how this went against enri. That full area, that precision ability, and her raw aim just doing her so many favors on this CS9 pick here. This is not a skill set that all players are able to confidently play through. We'll see if she's able to keep this match even starting off from the beginning. Based on that previous match, I'm expecting some big things from both of these players. 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Every single break matters on this map right now. We're going to get into it. xootynator's first pick. She is here to respond to mcy4. Going to get this match off to a rolling start for both of these players here.
This is the first pick for Zooty, and can you really blame her? Throughout the late stages of this tournament, we've seen Zooty flex to this incredibly impressive precision skill. And yes, on paper, yeah, full area, really, really solid for precision. You know, Zooty is so comfortable on this and has taken down phenomenally good tournament players, especially well-rounded ones, on this niche skill set of hers. And she continues to express that comfort. She may unfortunately break, but mcy4 does trade it. Accuracy is massively in favor of xootynator, but so far, not a good start for either of these players. Zooty may have a small advantage here, but going through into this first quarter of the map, very, very small advantage, but Zooty struggling to hold onto a valid combo. really uncharacteristic considering what she's done in these previous rounds on these extreme precision. mcy4, though, has traded it once again, and Zooty continues to hold a very, very tight early lead.
Zooty winning on miscount alone and that accuracy, but you can see kind of the drawback to using this full area. If you're paying attention to xootynator's misses, almost every single one of them has been an under aim on these patterns. So she is, she's taking advantage of the benefits of having full area and the precision ability, because you have to make such large movements in order to go the same distance compared to others. But you also risk under aiming if you're not comfortable with some of these patterns in here, and she looks really good in the other match. She's starting to make a bit of a recovery now, and her big falling back point now is just that mcy4 is not able to play this map at all, as are most other players in this tournament. So regardless of how well she plays, I guess she has the confidence that her opponent won't be able to match up with this. Again, another break from that under aim, just missing that slider kick there. She's looking pretty secure in this towards the ending, still over almost 100,000 score lead.
It's getting relatively clear that Zooty's going to be taking this, but that solid combo towards the mid stages of the map continues to show that Zooty, despite struggling a little bit more, contrary to her previous performances, she's still got an mcy4, just cannot hold a substantial combo. And that's why hitting that final section, Zooty will take this next map. And it seems like Chillier has decided to switch to webcam mic. Not Zooty, sorry, Chillier. Chillier has switched to webcam mic for this quick second. I'll take over for just a little bit. xootynator takes down mcy4 on that. Really, really prominent. Normal 7 precision. CS9. Really dominant stuff. But normal 2 is what's going to be picked next for mcy4. Once again, showing that he's done his research and he's looked at this match and realized, hey, normal 2 is a weak point. Let's punish. And so that's going to be his second pick.
Well, if anything has been revealed to us in the previous match between xootynator and enri, we know exactly how this will potentially play out for xootynator here. You've got a lot of advantages on some of these aim sections for her, but the inability to play these higher BPM stream maps, 215 to 220, really are going to leave her vulnerable against someone like mcy4, who is so mechanically strong on these high-intensity stream maps here. We'll see if those aim bits make any difference like they potentially could have in the previous match, but maybe she'll be a little bit more comfortable going into this second time around. We're looking for any early breaks here from mcy4 to give xootynator an avenue into this, because the accuracy difference is going to be a big component of her struggle.
Throughout this intro here, we're seeing both players continue to hold in these early stages, but Zooty is struggling notably a bit more on that accuracy, as you mentioned before. But yes, those jumps could be a frightening prospect. Yes, mcy4 definitely stronger in that stamina and stream department, purely much stronger on these really heavy tapping mechanics. 250 BPM constant stamina and flow aim with really, really tight flow aim to really punish you if you over aim just a little bit. But here we go, we're going to the first major stream section here. A third of the way through, Zooty continues to express a little bit of discomfort in the tapping department, losing that accuracy, but not too drastic. The score is still incredibly close, and we're not seeing any breaks from either player. Major accuracy drops for Zooty continues to pop, and no drops. We're seeing a break. Both these players know what's going on. They see the score difference, and mcy4 in the driver's seat to push this lead further and further.
How does she hold through that? The entire stream was 100s at the ending, just barely maintaining. Her stamina at mcy4 misses the space stream.
Oh, this is a dangerous spot for mcy4. Zooty hits the jumps. The aim coming in to benefit her in holding on. But the accuracy, the discomfort slowly hitting her. She's got to hold on to the stamina. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen. She slider breaks on a reverse slider. And the score is too close to continue holding for mcy4. This is a solid trade. And he hits the jumps. Both players hit the jumps. But mcy4 in the driver's seat to push this lead further. 4,000 and counting, dropping lower and lower, closer for mcy4 to overtake. We get into the final third of the map. The hardest part comes through. Zooty breaks once again. The flip has been secured for mcy4. He may have traded it.
No,
the
not
trade,
yet.
the constant misses. Continues to push. It's incredibly close. They're both breaking. I'm losing my voice, Chillier. These guys continue to chain miss. It's so incredibly even. Back and forth, back and forth. Accuracy, a little bit in favor of mcy4, but it's still going. These guys
has the combo.
expressing the stamina.
He's
and
doing
with
it.
that, I think that's secured. Incredibly close. But the final second still comes through. This could easily still be switched.
Oh my god, it's gonna go over. It's gonna go over. She needs to hold. Oh my god.
So he's got a
No,
hold.
she misses.
That's it. It's over.
mcy4.
Hit the
my
last
gosh.
section and that's it.
It goes over.
Wait, how many points is that? Oh my god.
It's 12. Oh my god, it's 12 points. Oh my god, it's
Zooty
12 points.
just
Oh my
won by
god.
12 points. What? Okay.
Oh my god.
Huh? My voice. I need some water.
No, 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 no. Oh my god, she won on literally the last set of slider jumps, possible second in the map. She broke mcy4, chain missed a stream, and he lost because he dropped 3 50s on the last stream of the map. It was 5 notes.
12 points.
12
Chillier.
That is less than one of those 50s. One of those 50s is the difference of more than those 12 points. He was literally a fraction of a decimal, of a micro decimal off from winning that pick. xootynator just stole a 215 BPM Nomad 2 from a mechanics player in the last possible chance she could in a match like this. I know we talked about mcy4 and xootynator facing each other in the upper bracket of this tournament, and how the difference between xootynator and mcy4 going to tiebreaker was the difference between her winning and losing one of the Hard Rock picks. She is responding to that difference by winning this Nomad 2 right now. She says, you know what? I'm mad about what happened in the winner's bracket. I'm taking this back right now, and she's maintaining control of this match right from the start on a pick that nobody expected to go that way.
What an incredible turn of events here. A break point for Zooty. Massive advantage. And now she's got the opportunity to make it 3-1. Hard Rock 1 is next pick here. Cinderella Maker, Barking Mad Dog aim. If you've played a Barking Mad Dog map, you know what this aim's going to be. Pretty mechanics heavy. A lot of really frightening patterns on this map. And so up xootynator's alley. mcy4 may be a little comfortable in this Hard Rock, but it's the aim, the mapping style that's really in xootynator's favor. Here we go.
I'm still lost. My brain has not quite processed what just happened yet, despite being a couple seconds into the next pick. I don't know what to think. To try and move on so I can cope with the universe again, xootynator has been a confident aim player for this entire tournament, and has been actually probably for the past year plus of tournaments. So her picking this Hard Rock makes infinite amounts of sense. mcy4 double banned aim, banned Nomad 1 and DT 1 based on xootynator's performances. She does find a break, unfortunately, a quarter of the way in. mcy4 found one very early on in this pick, is going to have the opportunity to actually pull a score lead here with this 350 combo, but the accuracy remains true in the middle between the two of them. Anything can happen at the end of this. For those of you that know Barking Mad Dog maps, they have a couple of extremely difficult spike sections very often, more often than not. And as we approach this halfway, we're going to expect another one of those spikes after this little bit of a refrain section here. Accuracy, again, maintaining a middle ground between these two. xootynator does over-aim on the left side, actually. Now it's dangerous.
This is dodgy territory for xootynator. mcy4 continues to hold throughout this first section into the next KI, halfway through the map. mcy4's got to break very soon throughout these hard jump sections, but he refuses to give in. Those breaks from xootynator is seriously punishing her here. The accuracy expresses phenomenal comfort but a tiny mistake, a tiny misaim has hit her score advantage detrimentally. mcy4 hits that Ki and continues to push his lead ever so far, refusing to break and holding on to about nearly 1,000 combo in the third quarter of this map. This is really dangerous, and honestly, mcy4, as long as he hits this last big jump section here, he may break. This is dangerous.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous, yeah.
FD.
That second break from Zooty did a lot of damage there. The first break was fine because it traded out mcy4's, but finding that over-aim on that horizontal jump, that 1-2, that might make it, actually impossible for her to win this pick as long as mcy4 maintains some combo here. She is down over 120,000 score. mcy4 does break, but xootynator's slider breaks. Oh.
It has been traded by Zooty, and that has definitely secured it. Through unfortunate misses from Zooty and phenomenal performances from mcy4. They both hit the square sections, but let's ignore that. mcy4 trades the breakpoint and decides to nerf what could have been a detrimental previous point loss and evens it out 2-2 with his next pick coming up next.
Kept it alive. xootynator with some uncharacteristic misses on that Hard Rock 1. Normally, kind of the player that you expect to just go into an aim map and win it on almost an automatic basis, but mcy4 proving that the breakpoint on Nomad 2 means nothing. You're going to take the mechanic stream map away. I'll take an aim map away. And despite, banning out Nomad 1 and DT1, takes the Hard Rock 1, maybe possibly regretting one of those bans now. If xootynator's aim is not as super confident as it was before, maybe could have left something like Nomad 1 open. I definitely think the DT1 ban is warranted, but, something like that just to open up another avenue. But there's still a couple speed maps left in this pool that mcy4 can certainly look for. He's going to mess up the finger control at the beginning of the map, but, given xootynator's performance on this in the lower bracket of the, or at least in the upper bracket, the first half of this tournament, mcy4 doesn't have a ton to worry about, but actually, this match is getting turned on its head. Everyone's breaking where they shouldn't be breaking. Whoa. Why is mcy4 missing right now? Is he still nervous? From like Hard Rock 1 or something? What's happening? xootynator is double tapping and winning. She's double mcy4's score.
mcy4 with many breaks, not what he hoped for. And Zooty continues to hold on to a really solid combo that's benefiting in her favor. We're seeing a small accuracy advantage too. Unfortunately, over-aiming that really tough finger control section, and mcy4 is going to hold. We're going to the final quarter of the map. This map is unbelievably short. 1 minute, 20 seconds long. Does mcy4 have enough map? Does he even have enough time?
He does.
He's got to hold into this section. Can he flip it? Can he hold? Zooty breaks again, and the score has been flipped.
How did he hit that stream?
mcy4, he may trade the break, but the map is his. mcy4 takes the lead 3-2.
Oh,
wow.
mcy4.
That was so dangerous, but he clutches it at the end, Chillier.
That, mcy4, he blundered the beginning of that map. I think that was extremely close compared to what I expected that to be in almost every scenario. The misses at the beginning, xootynator had double his score at that first pause, and she just completely lost it at the ending. She was over-aiming all of the streams because she was struggling so much to tap that BPM with the longer bursts. And mcy4 just showing how comfortable he is at that higher BPM at the ending, cutting xootynator's misses in less than half. That combo at the ending, making all the difference. 400 combo compared to 300, and it was all at the ending of that map. One break was the difference between that map going one way or the other.
Let's talk about this next pick. Let's talk about this next pick, Chillier. Nomad 4.
I like this.
This is a very confident pick for xootynator. I think it's safe to say that mcy4 could very easily go for this. He's well renowned to be a very powerful tech player. So it's a bit bold of xootynator to go for this pick, considering that mcy4 is more than likely to pick this in the future of this match. But I like this. I like the confidence from Zooty. I like the boldness. I like the fact that she wants to even this out with a map that mcy4 on paper has a huge opportunity to win. And this could be a very close map and a very, very well contested point. We'll have to wait and see what is Zooty cooking. This could be a practice diff. You never know. This map has ridiculous sliders, really, really intense, and has a little bit of a bursty, awkward, aimish kind of section in the early stages. But when the hard part comes, so many terrifying sliders can come through and really punish you if you're not prepared.
mcy4 is an absolute demonic tech player and has been through this entire tournament right now. And when you're playing a Halgo slider map here, literally anything can happen on these slider jumps. You will see the most random breaks you have ever seen in your life on this pick. Except for these two players, because they are able to combo through the beginning of this map, and xootynator is able to do it with accuracy as well. I'm extremely nervous for this pick, Shiba. I think that in a best-of-11 match, this pick is potentially the difference between this match going to mcy4 and continuing on the path that it has been so far. And it's xootynator to find a break! Oh my god! Oh, it's traded.
mcy4 does trade it, though. mcy4 may have that advantage a little bit in the combat department, giving him that tiny, tiny lead. But the breaks that follow up in the next stages of this map could really decide it. mcy4 trips on the big slider, and xootynator continues to hold. We're pushing through here for another verse, but this map continues to push these players' limits. And xootynator loses that combo advantage, but we're still halfway through. There's still plenty of time for either of these players to gather an advantage. Combo, dead even, accuracy, very slightly in combo mcy4, but xootynator breaks on nothing. And we're reaching the halfway point of this map, Chillier. mcy4 now extending his lead slowly but surely, but he breaks once again. We're seeing so many trades come through. This could be anyone's map, and the next Ki could make or break it.
This is it. This is what I was talking about. Halgo sliders, they are so hard to be consistent on. The slider ticks come in and out of this map, and you've got to be able to maintain your connection with this map all the way through. mcy4 finding a break helps xootynator out. She's down in accuracy. She needs a combo lead here if she wants to win this map. There's a quarter of it remaining, and mcy4, as long as some combo lead is maintained here. What is that? Hello? 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 What?
Okay. mcy4 literally misses on nothing. The nerves might be getting to him. It might have been a tiny under aim or over aim, but it doesn't matter. Zooty has got a massive opportunity now to push this to 3-3. Can she hold in the final stages? She's got to hold.
She has to hold. There's no wiggle room.
Time left. There's a little bit of wiggle room, but she hits it all. I think there's only the slow sections left. And
if someone slider breaks
such an unbelievably close
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
No way. No, final circle.
My god, no, there's no way. No, there's no way. Please tell me there's a slider at the end with 100. Oh my god, she got 100 on. Oh my god. She tapped it early. That slider was decided from the second she hit it. Score V2 just lost xootynator that map because she tapped that slider early.
Oh my god. What is this match, Chillier?
Why is this happening? Hello? Somebody explain this to me. What theory? How can you predict this? That slider was literally decided from the second that she tapped it.
Oh my god. That was so unbelievably close, and you would think that the combo that xootynator had would have secured the win, but no. As you mentioned, Chillier, she tapped the slider too early, and Score V2 punished her in a way that nobody expected, but definitely put a smile on mcy4's face. This is a massive point.
I would like to let everyone know that my smartwatch just gave me a high heart rate warning. It literally thinks I am exercising right now. That is what this I'm not kidding. This is unreal. This is insane. This performance from both of these players is ludicrous. Having this many close points is absolutely ridiculous.
Welcome
to the
round table, man.
It's ult time.
It's ult time. It's ulting time. Here we go. No More 3 is the next pick here for mcy4. This is the pick that could secure him the match point. mcy4 is in such a brilliant spot right now. And xootynator, despite not being no slouch on this No Mod 3, mcy4 is known for his incredible ult, along with tech, of course, but ult is also a really formidable set for him. And we're going into this next map here. Gonna have to wait for the scenes to switch for us to see the gameplay. Here we go. This is a very important map.
She almost just note locked the first stack.
It's all good. It's all good.
I worry. I don't know. Those 50, apparently, according to the course of this match, those 50s could win or lose this map.
Yeah,
because that's happened twice now. But this map is insane. This map is ridiculous. The beginning of this map is this high-intensity, stacked, snappy ult section at the beginning, and then there is a key eye at the ending that kind of like a breakdown for the map there, which has this kind of high-intensity, almost flow aim style patterning in here. Spartan is so unforgiving in his mapping style. I have never seen a mapper who is so difficult to play their alt maps. And xootynator is, kind of showing off the aim a little bit right now. We talked about how unfortunate it was that she lost the Hard Rock 1. She does find a break on an over aim, though, to trade out mcy4. It's going to maintain even between these two as mcy4 trades it. She has to maintain this score lead as early as possible. And there goes another break from mcy. Quarter of the way through now. 4-minute long pick. This is a big one here. This is the difference of the match right here. Literally, this is match point difference.
This is incredibly close here. And xootynator's got that lead. mcy4 breaks once again. Zooty, as you mentioned, expressing that incredible aim skill and continuing to push forward with that advantage. 300 combo in her favor. She's got a little bit of opportunity to gain it a little bit in this small, slow section, but it won't last for long. There's another tough section coming through not long after. This map is absolutely relentless. One of the hardest maps in the pool, and far and away one of the hardest ult maps I've seen in my tournament casting career. Incredibly difficult. And xootynator, no! Breaks on nothing! I was about to talk about how now she's got a huge gap, but now it's very, very close. About 30,000 score difference, and mcy4's got an advantage to overtake. 300 combo and counting. xootynator is trying to recover, but that miss on nothing. It's really serious and really damaging. mcy4 is slowly going to gain this score, but it's slowly closing in. Accuracy dead even. Accuracy isn't going to determine anything. It's merely combo, and with that, mcy4 is going to slowly climb this.
Overaims.
Another break from xootynator. An overaim causing her to break once again, losing that combo. And mcy4 now massive driver's seat to get this overtake, and he does. He's got to hold on though. There's still quite a lot of time. This map is really long, 4 minutes and 1 second. This is a long, relentless map, as you've already talked about, Chillier. This is a doozy, and mcy4 continues to hold into the consistency. He may drop, but so does Zooty. The combo advantage is reset, completely neutral now, but that score, 50,000, massively bounding for mcy4 considering how long this map is and how consistently these guys are both trading combos. That early combo advantage, not early really, midway, is super valuable, and we're going into the final quarter of the map. This could be extremely important. If mcy4 is to break and Zooty is to hold, this could get incredibly close, and we're going into the hardest section of this map, which could decide a big factor here. The score lead is not that prominent. It's not that massive. Zooty's still got room to push, but mcy4 is keeping it at bay. He's got to hold on. He's got to keep on going, but the map is so late strong, and mcy4 is not backing down. Zooty breaks, and mcy4 triumphs. He continues to push, continues to hold, and continues to destroy. He takes the normal 3 in brilliant fashion, holding on to the hardest section by far, and guarantees himself match point.
Into No Mod 3 ends. There's nothing much that can happen now. And that is it. mcy4 forces the match point. It's a repeat of what we saw in the upper bracket. mcy4 winning the break point into the consolidation. This is the last possible point for xootynator to gain a foothold on this match again, and she has to do it with 2 of her own picks and 1 break point. She's had multiple opportunities to go for it, and she is in the end zone right now. mcy4 looking to close this one out. xootynator can do nothing about it. She can make no mistakes. It's hidden one. It's shipwrecked. She's
Here
going to
we go.
maintain the aim. She's going to keep going for it. She has her last opportunity in shipwrecked. Nothing else. There is nothing standing between mcy4, between winning and losing, other than xootynator right now.
Shipwrecked, an iconic song, a loved song used in both OWC and Courses Open 2022. No stranger to an absolute banger of an aim map. And Hidden One is going to be what's on this poll. A classic pick for Zooty. We know how strong she is on the Hidden, and we know how prominent she will probably be on this map. But can mcy4 hold on to the confidence? Can mcy4 maybe clutch something out? We'll have to wait and see. This is a significant comfort pick for Zooty. Very, very arguably her most comfortable pick, and she is saving for the most dire of situations.
Most dire indeed. Match point. You don't get much worse than this right now. And this is for your final chance for a spot in the round table. But it's looking pretty good for xootynator at the beginning. mcy4 wasn't too confident with that first set of jumps there. Gonna find a break early on. We're gonna come into some of the bigger sections here, of course, that being one of the easier parts. There's just gonna miss on the flow aim. She finds an over aim right at the start of the map. That's going to be a huge hit to her accuracy and her combo. And that miss from mcy4 early on doesn't really matter quite as much now. Plenty of map left to go. 3 minutes and 30 seconds on this one. We've got a lot more big jumps to come here. Of course, that ending section, like we talked about in the first match, and mcy4 is going to trade out a flow aim pattern as well. Neither of these players able to hit some of these streams in here, but significantly more confident on these jumps. 200 combo in for xootynator now. She's going to be able to bring this score lead back slowly.
Slowly but surely, mcy4 may have the lead now, but that combo from Zooty is prominent. This map is very comfort-based. AR10, CS 4.2 hidden. This is more based off of that comfort. And Zooty gets the score flip and shows how comfortable she is on this, despite those early misses. mcy4 may have that accuracy advantage, but the combo is still prevalent. Big jump section comes through, no break from either player. Solid hold so far. This is incredibly close in the combat department. mcy4 trailing Zooty very, very closely. We've made the halfway point of this map now, and it could still be anyone's map. We're going into the next massive jump section. This could be a massive section to come through. Both players trade, and that's it. Huge trade. Zooty continues to retain her advantage, but there's still plenty of time. I don't know why I said that's it. The map isn't even over yet. We're halfway through, but Zooty has the solid advantage coming through into this next section. Combo's completely reset, and the combo is in her favor. She's got to hold on to this next half of this map, the last quarter even. But mcy4 is showing good confidence. He's doing really solid. Despite Zooty still taking this lead, mcy4 is a really prominent threat. And we're getting into the break, and the nerves could be immense. mcy4 breaks, though. And Zooty has got a huge gap to push now. Massive opportunity to completely reset for mcy4. And the break comes through. Zooty sees it all. And the final section comes through. And unless we see a catastrophe for Zooty, it's safe to say this is a solid map win for her.
This is it. This is the end for mcy4 on the Hidden One. They have the exact same accuracy. xootynator actually has an advantage now. She has the combo as well. She's going to be looking to push this to almost 100,000 score before we even hit the last jump section of this map. And here we go into the final section. We saw enri find one miss on this. It's going to be xootynator to find the one miss, traded with mcy4 into the last section here. She hits the stream. We're going to go into the last jumps, and that's going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, xootynator keeps it alive for one more map. And that's it. Shipwrecked, 535,000 score, more than half the map comboed through. It's a 4-miss play for xootynator, and it is one more map at match point for mcy4. Now, in the most likely scenario
double time two.
To close this match out, it's Gengaozo. I'm an optimist.
This is a very smart pick from mcy4. Not going for the strengths, not going for any heroics. He knows that Zooty is a weak point on this significant speed and stamina. finger control. This map is the definition of really intense double time finger control and stamina. And mcy4, solid opportunity here to gain himself that seat on the round table. xootynator's got to pull some massive heroics. I am not going to doubt her because she has the potential. She's one of the best tournament players in the world. She's proven it time and time again. This may be a significant weakness for her, but miracles can happen, Chillier. I have hope, but this is a really dire situation. She may have won Shipwreck, but can she win Galagozo? This is it. We already see an early break from Zooty, and this is some really dangerous territory. There's really nothing that Zooty can do if mcy4 continues to hold. This map is 1 minute and 57 seconds long, extremely short. And mcy4 continues to express a mild amount of comfort. They may both trade breaks, but so far you can already tell immense levels of improvement in terms of the comfort here. Zooty double tapping, and mcy4 despite struggling in the ag department as well. A whole 8% is really beneficial.
This is the exact same trend we've seen on the DT so far, and it's kind of the reason that xootynator needed to win that Hard Rock pick or one of these earlier maps in this map pool, because this type of situation comes around and mcy4 is just able to out-mechanics xootynator on these tapping maps here. She struggles on 220 BPM stream maps, and it makes it extremely difficult for her to win these DT picks in here. And, you know, we can look at a little bit of optimism here in this middle section right now, but unless xootynator makes a complete turnaround here, there's really nothing she could do at the end of this map. She's got a 3% accuracy deficit, and the ending of this map is more finger control and more stamina. Her combo is going to mean nothing. In approximately 15 seconds, when this finger control section ends, we go straight back into another stamina section of this map, and mcy4, after maintaining connection here, it's gonna be dangerous. xootynator's starting to pull a little bit of a lead now. She's got about 14,000 score on the board, and there's the break that she needs to have right there at the ending. Into the stamina section, coming into the back end of the map here, and this is it into the ending. mcy4 needs to start pulling up a combo right now. xootynator, she might hold on for long enough. Can she do it into the ending? Can she make it work on a stamina DT pick in here? And she does! She holds on!
xootynator with the heroics of a lifetime! I told you, Chillier! I knew it! I didn't call it, but I knew it, man! Zooty with the heroics that we all hoped for makes this match a map closer, and this is the next pick for Zooty. Tiebreaker is possible, Chillier. She could come back from this. What will her next pick be? What a phenomenal performance. I knew that combo would be valuable. mcy4 just choked just a little bit. 40,000 score difference, but Zooty on a map that we all thought could fail her, she pushes beyond her limits, and it's the next pick that could decide whether tiebreaker happens or not. This could be so intense. What will she go for?
xootynator needs to run into a map that she's done before in this tournament. She needs to go for something that she has confidence on. She needs to find a map that has a repeat performance in here. We've seen Hidden 3, we've seen Hard Rock 4, we've seen Hard Rock 3 from her. It's going to be tough to see which one she wants to go for on a super confident basis here. The DT pool is now all gone. We've got Cardinal Rave in here as well. I doubt she's going to go for that Nomad 5, obviously. And we're going to take maybe a little bit of a pause here, see if she can maybe figure something out along the lines of this last pick, but she needs to, she needs to cook. This is it, honestly. You know, literally speaking, this is her last possible chance to win this match. She has to win this. It's match point.
If I was to theorize what xootynator is doing at the moment, she's probably researching MP links, checking her previous scores, getting a little bit of research to make sure she goes to the best possible scenario. Of course, you've got the hiddens open. Hidden 3, Hidden 2, not Hidden 4, not Hidden 3, not Hidden 2, sorry, Hidden 4. Hidden 4 and Hidden 3 are very viable options. My guess is that she's going to go for one of those options. I highly doubt we're going to see the normal 5. It's very speed and mechanics intensive, something that mcy4 can really take advantage of.
Well, she knows exactly what she's good at.
She does.
She doesn't have much info on MCY.
Hidden 4 is what she's going to go for.
The repeat Cardinal Rave, we saw this in the upper bracket between these two players, and it came down to a pretty close one there, but xootynator Gonna try and come out on top on this one. This is her final pick of the match. This is the Palace of Melancholia forcing map here. She needs to hope that mcy4 gets a little bit nervous here. He's been on match point for 2 picks now. That's a long time to hold that nerve for. That's a long time to be put in that position. xootynator, she's been fighting an uphill battle, and the nerves can be no better on her side as well, knowing that she must win this pick for her to even have an opportunity at fighting for that final spot in the round table. She's looking for revenge from that upper bracket run, getting knocked down by mcy4. She missed out on tiebreaker last time, and based on her performance in these past 2 maps, she does not want to do it again. All the stops on Cardinal Wraith here. 4 minutes, another long map. This is it.
This is the final pick map coming through in this match. The final pick map of the final match of the roundtable qualifiers. Do or die for Zooty. And honestly, a solid pick here. Hidden. Again, just generally her comfort site here. We knew she was going to go for one of the hiddens. It was a matter of which one she was going to choose. But this is such an important map. And mcy4, both these guys really have to keep their composure. mcy4 is a map away from going to one of the most famous events in OS history. But xootynator is not letting it slide so easily. From what seems like a really dominant push from mcy4, xootynator has come back with heroics that I'm sure many of us will never forget. And this is the map for her to capitalize on those heroics.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Holy break! First quarter going into the first TI. This is the snapping section here. mcy4 could really easily trade this. But we're going to the first TI, first quarter, and mcy4 continues to hold. I'm voice cracking, Chillier. I'm losing my voice, man. I'm getting clipped.
You cannot miss the beginning section of this map. I'm sorry. That beginning section should be the freest combo of your life. This is the hard section of the map. She's hitting the hard section. She over-aimed the last bit of the easy part of this map. So now she just has to hope that mcy4 breaks on the part of the map that has the difficulty. And it's coming up right now. You can misread these sliders potentially on hidden. There's a lot of difficulty concentrated in this middle section of the map right now, which would be massive for xootynator. A halfway break for mcy4 immediately caps the score. Honestly, for either player, this midway break could potentially cap something here. xootynator needs to pull her flow aim together right now. She missed on it at the beginning, and we've got a big set of snappy jumps coming in right here. Some overlaps. Both players need to combo through this. This is the last possible point that we could see some major damage done. We come into the end, and it's going to be the slider stream into full combos.
They both hit it.
The players.
They have both hit this section, and mcy4 is going on a rampage. Continues to hold on to this combo past one of the hard sections of the map. xootynator has got to hold on for the remainder of this map because mcy4 refuses to give this in. That early break, from what you mentioned before, one of the easier parts of this map was so detrimental. The tiniest mistake on what seemed to be a very standard second nature moment for Zooty ends up becoming what could be
my god,
her
that's
fate.
it. That's the one.
But mcy4 has made a break that could open up endless possibilities. And another break could even this out.
If xootynator hits this, it's over. If she hits this, it's over. There's a flow aim section at the ending. She needs. Oh my god, she slider broke. Oh my god. No, hold on. It's still possible. It's still possible. Hold on. This could go either way. mcy4, if he continues to find breaks here at the ending, this is possible. This ending section is not free whatsoever. You have to be able to maintain control with these cuts into these sliders. You have double patterns stacked onto the ending, but this is the last possible chance for mcy4 to find a break, and he needs to break for xootynator to win her own point right now. Neither player slider breaks on that. This is the last section that comes through right now. Big sliders into the ending, triple overlaps. Neither player breaking. mcy4 holding combo. He's maintaining into the ending. The combo is exactly the same for these two, and that's gonna be it.
It's been decided, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god, no it hasn't. Oh my god, no, there's no way. No, there's no way. No, there's no way he misreads. There's no way he misread a double.
She doesn't flip it.
No, it's not gonna be enough time. No, it's not enough time. No, it's tragic. xootynator doesn't have enough map left. The note density isn't there. Unless mcy4 full misses, no. He would have had to full miss the last two.
That has been decided, ladies and gentlemen, through a match that I'm sure many of us will never forget. mcy4, through triumph and through fantastic performances through and through, has secured himself the final seat at the round table in Los Angeles.
The last second break from mcy4, it came maybe 10 combo too late for xootynator to make a comeback on that. And I hate to say it, and it pains me so, but that flow aim miss at the easy introduction section of the map was the difference between xootynator winning and losing this map. One singular pattern. mcy4, the hugest congratulations in the world. We have two non-American competitors as guaranteed spots in the round table LAN event. Malashevsky and mcy4. mcy4, the biggest congratulations. The prevailing second place grand finalist into the lower bracket and making it work twice against xootynator against all odds. We're going to flash up the last chance bracket for you one more time here. Enri versus Bartek to start it off, taking the win flawlessly against Xylus. xootynator just barely winning out against Enri, and another close match again. mcy4 against xootynator into the final spot. Exact same 6-4 victory.
But man, can you believe how insanely close this was? And how much fun it was to witness. Such phenomenal scores, phenomenal gameplay. Just such close scores, close maps, back and forth. We saw a player win a map by 12 points in a tournament like this, in a situation that's so uncommon. I cannot believe we got to witness that. And just on top of that, Zooty pulled some phenomenal heroics to pull such a brilliant comeback to almost secure herself that tiebreaker. And if it wasn't for a repeated pattern of the tiniest mistake, the butterfly effect, causing such massive ripples in the results, this could have been a tiebreaker map. But regardless, what a great match, what a great tournament. It is done. mcy4 and Malashevsky will be your first two contestants at the round table in Los Angeles.
The guaranteed spot secured, and there they are up on your screen. Malashevsky, our Polish contestant, mcy4 from Hong Kong. Both of them will be earning themselves a trip out to Los Angeles for the Roundtable 2023 LAN event. Once again, we cannot give enough congratulations to these two players coming out for this tournament and performing their best throughout the entire thing. Also, a big congratulations to everyone who qualified for the tournament. There was only 16 spots that you could have earned in this competition out of the dozens that tried out for that qualifiers. So, well done to everyone who even made it to the bracket stage. You can pat yourself on the back. You might not have earned yourself a spot at the guaranteed invite event, but you've done something to certainly be proud of. And those who played qualifiers even and didn't qualify, for those just out of the running, keep running with it. These tournaments are a big part of this community, and you can see just how exciting they get with matches like this between these two players here. But that's it. That's the end of the qualifying tournament. We're sad to see it go. We're sad. I'm sad, Shiba.
This has been such a phenomenal experience. Whether you're casting, whether you're a player, whether you are simply a spectator, everyone has had such a great time. Huge congratulations to the players who just barely missed it, just barely qualified, dominated, and of course, congratulations to the two champions who will make it to the LAN. It has been a brilliant tournament, and a tournament that I'm sure many of us will not forget. All hail your two winners, and the ones who are going to the round table, Malashevsky and mcy4. Chillier, it's time for you to do the honors of wrapping this up. It's been an honor.
It has been an absolute honor from all of us here at the Roundtable Qualifying Tournament. We thank you all for stopping in for our matches every single week. Your viewership has been exceptional. You have been a fantastic audience. From all of the staff, all of the commentators, I would like to personally thank on our behalf. It's been a pleasure bringing these matches to you. From our broadcasting staff, our referees who have been working tirelessly to officiate these matches, our map poolers for bringing you the best possible representations of the best this game has to offer in terms of mapping and gameplay from our players. Our playtesters are making sure everything was balanced, ready to go every week, doing all of the hard work, railing it in. And of course, last but certainly not least, our organizers of this tournament, most especially BTMC for bringing this all together. Our never-ending thanks for your participation, your viewership, your help with making this tournament a success. This is not the end for the roundtable. This is merely the beginning. This is the start of something great for this year. That is it for us for now. For the qualifying tournament, for our 2 finalist players, we thank you once again. And we will see you all in a few months for the LAN tournament. Take care, everyone. We'll see you then.